Highly sensitive people, causes and personalities. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, also known as individuals with sensory processing sensitivity, SPS, exhibit a unique set of characteristics that distinguish them from the general population. Understanding the causes and contributing factors of high sensitivity involves exploring genetic, neurological, and environmental dimensions. This exploration can shed light on why HSPs experience the world more intensely than others and can help in fostering a better understanding and acceptance of this trait. Genetic factors. Research indicates that high sensitivity is a trait deeply embedded in one's genetic makeup. According to studies by Dr. Elaine Aron, a leading researcher on high sensitivity, about 15–20% of the population are HSPs, a trait that is also observed in over 100 different species. This widespread distribution suggests that high sensitivity has evolutionary advantages. Genetically, it appears to be an inherited trait, which means that it can be passed down from parents to their children. This genetic transmission is supported by the observation of similar sensitivities in immediate family members, suggesting a hereditary component. Neurological basis. Neurological studies have shown that HSPs have a more reactive central nervous system and higher neuronal activity when processing stimuli. This is not just psychological but is rooted in the physical structure and function of the brain. Brain imaging studies show that HSPs often have increased blood flow to regions involved in attention, action planning, decision-making, and empathy. This heightened neural activity does not imply that HSPs are more emotional, but that they process all experiences more deeply, whether positive or negative. The brain of an HSP is also wired to process subtleties and nuances that others might overlook. This can lead to overstimulation in environments with intense sensory input, as their systems are quickly saturated with details. This neurological trait can explain why HSPs might need to withdraw from overly stimulating environments to regain balance and functioning. Environmental influences. While genetics and neurology set the foundation for high sensitivity, environmental factors also play a significant role in how this trait manifests and is managed. Early childhood environments that are supportive and nurturing can help HSPs learn to manage their sensitivity effectively. In contrast, environments that are chaotic, stressful, or unsupportive can lead to negative outcomes such as anxiety or depression, as HSPs may struggle to process such intense stimulation constructively. Social conditioning also affects HSPs. In cultures where sensitivity is valued, HSPs may thrive and find their traits to be advantageous. However, in societies where sensitivity is seen as a drawback, HSPs may feel misunderstood and pressured to conform, leading to additional stress and possible psychological distress. Adaptive advantages. Understanding the causes of high sensitivity also involves recognizing its adaptive advantages. Sensitivity can be a valuable trait in complex social environments where nuance and empathy are required. HSPs are often incredibly aware of others' emotions and can navigate social dynamics more delicately than others. In historical contexts, this trait could have been advantageous for group cohesion and survival, as HSPs could sense threats or changes in the environment sooner than others. Conclusion: the causes of high sensitivity in people are multifaceted, involving a complex interplay of genetic, neurological, and environmental factors. This trait is not merely a personality quirk, but a stable, inheritable trait that has significant implications for how individuals interact with their world. Recognizing and respecting this trait's complexity is crucial for the well-being of HSPs, as it allows for better support systems and more effective coping strategies in a world that can often be overwhelmingly intense. By understanding the causes and mechanisms of high sensitivity, we can better appreciate the depth and richness HSPs bring to human experience, fostering a more inclusive and empathetic society. Now let's explore the personalities of highly sensitive people. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, exhibit a distinct set of personality traits that reflect their deep processing of sensory and emotional input. These traits, which arise from their heightened sensitivity to their environments and the feelings of others, shape their interactions and experiences. Here are some key personality traits commonly associated with highly sensitive people. 1. Deep processing. HSPs often think deeply about things. They are reflective and consider various outcomes and implications before making decisions. This trait allows them to make thoughtful choices and often leads them to ponder life's deeper meanings and connections. 2. Empathy and emotional reactivity. One of the most notable traits of highly sensitive people is their profound empathy. They can easily tune into the emotions of others, often feeling what others are feeling. While this makes them excellent friends and partners who are compassionate and understanding, it can also be emotionally draining. 3. Sensitivity to subtleties. HSPs tend to notice nuances and changes in their environment that others might miss, such as slight shifts in mood, changes in lighting, or minor sounds. This acute awareness can be advantageous in situations where detail orientation is crucial, but can also lead to quick overstimulation. 4. Avoidance of overwhelming situations. Due to their sensitivity to stimuli, HSPs may prefer to avoid situations where sensory input is high, such as crowded events, loud environments, or chaotic scenes. They often find these settings uncomfortable and possibly overwhelming, preferring quieter and more controlled settings. 5. Need for downtime. Following exposure to intense stimuli, HSPs often require significant downtime to recharge and recover. They value their alone time, which allows them to process their experiences and regain balance. 6. Appreciation for art and nature. Many highly sensitive people have a strong appreciation for beauty, whether in art, music, or nature. They are often profoundly moved by aesthetic experiences and may find great joy and comfort in these expressions. 7. Highly conscientious. HSPs are typically very conscientious and careful. They consider the potential impact of their actions on others and strive to act ethically and responsibly. This conscientiousness, while a strength, can also lead to excessive worry or guilt over making mistakes or harming others inadvertently. 8. Risk aversion. Partly due to their deep processing and empathy, HSPs may exhibit risk-averse behavior. They often foresee potential problems or negative outcomes more vividly, which can lead them to avoid taking risks that might be emotionally or physically uncomfortable. 9. Emotional intensity. HSPs experience emotions intensely. This trait means that they can experience immense joy and satisfaction, but also deep sorrow and frustration, sometimes from the same experiences that might barely affect someone without the trait. Understanding these personality traits can help highly sensitive people and those around them better navigate interactions and environments. Recognizing and valuing these traits as strengths rather than drawbacks is crucial in helping HSPs thrive in various aspects of life.